Today, USDA Undersecretary Cindy Long and myself were at the DC Bilingual School in Washington, D.C., where we got to experience perhaps one of the most remarkable, not just school lunch programs that I have seen, but a school that has integrated food and nutrition into pretty much every part of the experience of the students here.
The collaboration between USDA and FDA has been incredibly important to our efforts to improve nutrition in schools. And one of the things that we really didn't understand is that it's okay to ask schools to lead the way and really show, but they can't be so far outside of what the rest of the country is eating that we're setting them up for failure. You know, the kids won't eat the food or they can't find the products.
We make things in our class that kids want to eat, but we make them from scratch. And they know what the process is. And there's a big difference in making mac and cheese from scratch and buying a box of mac and cheese.
We are set up so everyone has the opportunity to, each group has an opportunity to click. Sometimes we don't get to eat the recipe like right away. We have to wait until the next week. So third grade is making macaroni and cheese this week. And then we're going to put it in the freezer and bake it when they come back from Thanksgiving.
With the FDA team really helped us understand what you all were doing to move the industry and the general public and support a move towards lower sodium in the food supply so that we could position schools to be very consistent with that. Because what we all ultimately want is the entire population being able to eat healthier and have a food supply that supports that.
Other side of that is developing students' palates, right? So they're not always craving salty or sweet, right? And teaching them how to season foods properly.
And so you're learning all of these aspects of science and nutrition, but at the end of the day, what you end up with is a student who has learned how to feed themselves well in a way that will serve them for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
If we had more schools like this, I think the jobs that we have at USDA and FDA would be a lot easier. There are some students here who are being so well educated about nutrition from a really early age, and it's something to see.
This school is really a great example of integrating great food and developing a connection between kids and food at an early age into the notion of what constitutes a quality education. And the food is, it's not just nutritious, but it's so appealing. And I think that having students exposed to that whole continuum just really contributes to having that positive relationship with good, wholesome food that can serve them so well.
Having institutions like DC Bilingual, which are bringing in all of the concepts that we would hope would be embraced around nutrition into education in such a integrated way, not just what they're serving their students, but how they're teaching them about nutrition and food.
Part of what we do here that is so important is just exposure and developing kids who are confident in trying new things, whether it's trying new foods, trying a new skill. Going outside and putting your hands in the dirt sometimes is a challenge for some kids.
There's kind of like the full circle. We saw the garden where kids learn about how, a sweet potato grows from a seed and it comes out of the dirt, and this is what it looks like in its raw form. And then you go into the cafeteria where I understand the team prepares virtually everything from scratch.
So I let them have as much interaction with the garden as possible. So
it's indicative of how important it is for us all to be collaborating, because no one part of society is going to be responsible for ultimately raising children who know enough about healthy eating and healthy living.
It's the starting of the success of their life.
Integration of nutrition and education and cooking and gardening into the experience of the students who go here was just really remarkable. But obviously, as we saw, it only happens with the involvement of a lot of different parties. The USDA's work, the community that is around this school, the school itself, the teachers. It was really quite something to experience. So thanks for watching today, and I hope that you found this experience as remarkable as I did.